Hey, Miss.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, I think. Uh, and you? What about you?
Sorry, are you fine?
Yes. And you?
Fine too.
Can,
Good.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You look tired or not? Are you tired? Can you hear me? Martin? Martin, can you hear me? Martin?
Hi again.
Okay, now you can hear me. Okay. Can you hear me now?
What?
Can you hear me now?
Still not. I'm putting my earphones. I have big problem with that.
Martin? Can you hear me now?
I don't know if you can hear me.
No, I can hear you, but from a distance. Hello, Camila.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Fine, and you?
Fine, fine, thanks. Good. Martin, I still don't know if you can.
Finally,
Yeah.
I got it. Well, last class, I had the same problem. My PC is falling in a blue screen every time I get into Zoom.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
So, uh, well, now I'm taking the class in my cell phone, but I don't know what I have to do with my notebook. Uh,
Well, but
so
the
well,
important thing is that I can hear you and you can hear me.
yes, I can hear very well.
Very good. And can you see my screen?
AirPods.
Can you see my screen also? I mean, image. I
Are
mean.
you?
No, I'm not sharing my, no, but can you see me? I mean, image and sound, are they good?
Okay, can you repeat, please?
Because sound, I think it's okay, is it?
Yes.
Yes. What about the image?
I think it's good enough. I can see the your screen if you
Can you see us?
Can you listen to me?
Yes, I can hear you very well. Hello, Daniela.
Hello, hello everyone.
Your camera? Hi.
Hi. What's up? My camera is on.
Yes,
Yes.
I
Okay, that's good.
can see it.
Okay. So at last, you could manage the camera and the microphone and the headphones. Yes? At last.
Ajá.
Okay. Yes, at last. Okay. Hello, you three, Daniela, Camila, Martin. Well, today is our last class. And as I told you last week, today we're going to practice for the written test of next week. Yesterday, when I was preparing this class, I had a terrible doubt, I can't remember. I mean, I checked my notes, but I can't remember if we have talked about special words like can, should, must. Have we talked about that or not?
Casual?
I think
I
so.
don't remember that.
No, I don't remember to talk about
Yeah. Okay.
that word.
Yeah, that was, yeah, that was my deepest concern, because yesterday I noticed that probably I mentioned something, but it was not studied in detail. Anyway, even though obviously it will be removed from your final test, because that was part of the final test or the regional final test, I will remove that part. But anyway, I would like to have a sort of fast review of that for you to know. If you want to take level 3, you already know what we are talking about.
Okay.
Okay? Martin?
Sorry, I didn't hear what was you saying. Sorry.
I will say something in Spanish. Cuando aparece el gatito, ¿qué significa? ¿Que se te desconectó el micrófono?
Cuando aparece el gatito es porque se desconectó la cámara.
El
Ese
gatito
gatito de
con
la
la
cámara.
cámara.
Sí. Pasa que como estos audífonos son como Bluetooth, te dije, bacán, porque si no va a tener problemas, porque los otros audífonos se me cortaron, se rompieron, murieron.
Se murió.
El computador tenía el micrófono, compré los audífonos para poder hablar en esta clase,
¿Ya?
y resulta que de repente me pesca, si tengo el computador prendido y el Bluetooth estaba prendido, se me desconecta del teléfono para conectarse al computador.
¿Ya?
Entonces ahora apagué como 3 veces el computador y como que de repente se me corta porque los audífonos empiezan a conectarse al computador y dejo de escuchar los que en el teléfono. Entonces, el problema es que cuando me meto al Zoom desde el computador se va a pantalla azul con una carita triste y no me deja entrar y apaga el computador y deja de funcionar. Entonces no logro entrar a
¿No
clase
puedes
con este
hacer
computador.
todo
No lo
por el
logro.
teléfono? No, pues la parte de la imagen por el teléfono no te funciona. ¿Cómo escribes? Creo yo, ¿no?
Claro, la parte de, por ejemplo, porque siempre estamos descargando cosas y abriendo como PDF, veamos el PDF mientras estamos en la clase.
Sí,
eso
no,
me dificulta con el
ya,
teléfono.
eso no lo puedo hacer por el teléfono. Ya.
Claro.
Claro, entonces ahora estoy tratando de que desconectar el Bluetooth, lograr prender el computador, desconectar el Bluetooth para que no se me desconecten los audífonos y trabajar los PDF desde el computador y la clase desde el teléfono.
Ya.
Pasa que en la clase pasada no pude hacer esto
Y me di
porque el
cuenta que te había
computador se
pasado
moría cada
algo.
vez que entraba al Zoom.
Ya.
¿Ah?
Sí, me di cuenta que algo
Se
había
conectaba
pasado.
cada vez que... Claro, sí, estaba, igual vi la clase que de repente preguntaban, oye, ¿Martín está? No, no está. Pero la vez pasada no pude volver a conectarme porque el teléfono se me había apagado, porque no tenía batería, y el computador estaba muriendo cada vez que
¿Ahora
estaba el
tiene
Zoom,
batería
entonces
el
no
teléfono?
lograba... Ahora tiene... Enough, I think. Así que creo que alcanzo al menos a estar en esta clase hasta que se me apague el teléfono. Si de repente ya no hablo es por eso.
Ok.
Está medio malo y no tengo plata para ir a arreglarlo. Bueno, mandata.
Invoquemos a Jehová y que la cosa funcione. Okay. Okay.
Ya,
I was
vamos
saying, sorry, hello, Pablo, sorry. Well, I was saying that I noticed that I hadn't mentioned, I mean, we hadn't studied the use of words like can, could, should, must, no. Today, I'm not going to include it in the final test. It would be unfair. But I would like you to have, I uploaded some links for you to study that, but I would like to make a sort of summary of that for you to understand it in case, well, for you, either you take it or you don't take level 3 next semester, but for you to know. But it will not be part of the final test. Yeah?
Mhm.
Is that clear? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So
yes.
let me share my screen. I uploaded some links to enlaces where you can study by yourselves. But anyway, I would like to explain that. There are two links. One of them is, please download that one, has to do with have to, must, and should for obligation and advice. Okay? First of all, before watching the video, because there is a video here, we have let me start from the beginning. These words, must and should, the same as can, could, may, might, they are called modal verbs. This is for you to know. Modal verbs. These verbs must always be followed by another verb, a verb of action. Why? Because these verbs don't express actions, but they give connotations to the verbs that are after them. So, for example, if you say, I must go, it's totally different from I should go. In both cases, we have the verb and another verb must be there after that. In one case, I express obligation. In the other case, I express advice, recommendation. So it's totally different. That is in terms of meaning. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the important thing to know about them is the connotation, because in terms of grammar, it's very easy. They work the same as verb to be in a way. You use the same word with all the people, I, you, we, she, he, it, all of them are the same. And when you want to make questions, you just put them at the beginning, like must you go or should you go? Okay, in some case, negatives, in not all of them, there could be some of them take should not, for example. So now I would like you to watch this video and then all the questions, all the doubts you may have about it. Is that right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here we go.
So how to.
Amy, hi. What are you doing here?
It's my new Saturday job. Hi, Elfie.
Really?
Yes, I want to study veterinary science at university, and my parents suggested I should get some experience of working with animals.
And do you like it?
It's my first day. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Well, I've got some money and I've decided I'd quite like a pet. Daisy and Mum like the idea, but Mum says I mustn't get a spider, a scorpion or a snake.
That's understandable.
Let's see the dogs.
Oh yeah, look at these, mate. Puppies. What's that white one?
That's a Dalmatian.
But they've got black spots, haven't they?
Not when they're puppies, no. You have to wait until they're bigger. Then the spots appear.
Ah, I never knew that. Dalmatians are quite big, aren't they?
Yes, they are. You should really have a garden.
Well, we've got one.
And you have to take them out for a walk twice a day. Well, you don't have to go twice, but you must go at least once. Every day. Rain, snow, sun, every day. And you mustn't forget to take 2 or 3 small plastic bags when you go out.
Plastic bags?
Well, when your dog... You know, you shouldn't leave it on the street. You should always clean it up and put it in the bin.
And a smaller dog? Should I get one of these?
They're Yorkshire Terriers. They're very small.
And noisy. Get something a bit quieter, Ollie. Think of your neighbours.
How about that one?
As an adult, Old English sheepdogs are extremely large. Like that one. And you've got to look after their hair regularly. You should brush them as often as possible and get their hair cut.
What about a cat?
We used to have a cat. She was a bit unfriendly. She used to scratch the sofa and our legs, and she stole food if you left it for a moment. You've got to be careful with a cat. Some are nice, but some are, well...
Oh, a turtle? They're small and quiet and they don't have hair?
They grow, and then you have to buy a bigger tank. You'd better buy a thermostat and a filter if you want a turtle. And you mustn't forget to change the water. They don't smell great.
What about a hamster?
I don't know what I should do. I mean, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable.
I don't mind. And if you like him, why not? He has to decide if he wants to go out with the mother of a student, though. But he seems nice. Maybe you should go for a coffee or lunch and see how you feel. If you don't like him, you don't have to see him again.
Oh, I shouldn't be asking you about this sort of thing. Oh, but I feel like a teenager. Why do these things have to be so complicated?
It's not complicated, Mum. You mustn't forget, he's the one who suggested going for a drink. So he obviously likes you, and you obviously like him. What's complicated?
I'm in New Zealand. I'm about to go and fly over volcanoes. It's not easy to combine my kind of life with, well, a romance.
You'll be home next week, and maybe you should take some time off travelling. Spend some time with us, and with him. And I'll be leaving school in a year, so go on, Mum. Life's too short. You should phone him.
Well, I'll think about it. I'd better go. I mustn't miss the helicopter. Is Oliver there?
No, he's out buying that pet. Oh, no, here he is.
Ollie, it's Mum.
Hi, Mum.
Did you get anything?
Yes, I did. And his name's Hannibal.
Okay. Well, as you could see in this video, they use different words like have to, must, and should. Yes. Plus a verb and infinitive to talk about obligation, things that are necessary to do, or to give advice about things that are a good idea to do. Yeah. So here we have two words that are usually, I would say some people confuse them because they both express obligation. Yeah. But I would say they are not exactly the same. There are some differences. Okay. Must is, well, here you have a very detailed explanation, but must is when you It's your opinion, I mean, it's an obligation for you. Yeah, here we have. We often use must for more personal opinion about what it is necessary to do, and have to for what somebody in authority has said it is necessary to do. For example, I must remember to get a present for Daisy. This is something that, in my opinion, I think I must remember that. It's my obligation. But you have to look after their hair regularly, is dog experts say so. Do you understand the difference?
Okay. Yes. I think
Yes, everybody?
well, I thought
Right.
that I thought that it was I don't know how to say it, al revés.
The opposite? No.
That must is like you must not, or you mustn't do that. It's
Mustn't is
like
something, be careful. Mustn't is something
okay.
different. But must is
Okay.
is an obligation that, I mean, in your opinion, is your obligation.
Okay. Okay.
Have to is
Because
something.
no, sorry, I'm gonna speak in Spanish. Que una vez en la escuela, lo que había entendido en el colegio era como, si algo es obligación, como completamente obligatorio, era must, y have to es casi como, bueno, lo que estamos hablando, pero al revés, entonces como que por eso me entró la duda. Entonces cuando dicen tú no tienes que hacer algo, como también obligatoriamente es mustn't, and, well,
No.
desde el must.
Mustn't es otra cosa, no es mustn't.
Pero,
Por eso la alternativa de decir que todos son iguales que el to be en forma, como el not, pero el must no es igual. Must, o sea, must not no es la negación de must. Es otra connotación, que es prohibición.
eso es lo que entendí. Ya.
Okay? Okay, but do you understand? For example, if you say, I must go to the dentist once a year, there is not a rule for that. I mean, this is according to what you think. What you decide that is what you must, the good thing to do. But for example, you have to be 18 years old to get a driving license. That is not your opinion. It's according to the law.
Okay.
Do you understand the difference?
I got it.
Yeah. Well, what about the rest of people? Did you all understand that?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
Well, for example, the other example, do you have to wear a tie for school? Yeah, if in I don't know, in Chile, in the past, students had to wear a tie for school. Yeah, it was not their opinion about it. I mean, it was the regulation, the rule of the school. Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Now, have to is more frequent in conversation. Must is used more in formal writing. For example, in written notices. Passengers must fasten their seatbelt. This is an obligation. It's not your opinion. In that case, would be an obligation. It's more polite, I would say. Yes, it is an obligation. If you don't do it, they will ask you to do it, right? But it's in a written message is more polite. Do you understand it?
Yes.
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 Well, in the case of have, there is a change in the third person. You say, I have, you have, they have. But he, she, it, has. This is the only one that changes in the third person. All the rest, like must, for example, there are no changes. All the same word must for all the people. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I think I've heard have got to, is that correct? We use both have got to for obligation. Yeah, have got or have to is the same. And there is another one that someone in the conversation used, had better. Sería mejor. Is used for advice. Is very widely used in speaking. You've got to be careful with the cats. or you have to be careful with a cat. It's the same. You'd better get something a bit quieter. You'd better get, usually you use it with the apostrophe D, right? You'd better get something a bit quiet. Sería mejor que consiguieras algo más tranquilo. I better go.
Miss,
Yes.
that D apostrophe D, what word is it?
Had.
Word?
No,
Had. You had. Okay.
But be careful
You had
with
better.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in this,
Had. Sorry.
yes, the had better, some people think that it is related to the verb to have or to the word better in terms of a comparative. No, no. That's why you use it with apostrophe and sería mejor que. That's it. I mean, sería buena idea. I'd better go. Yeah. And here we have what I said about mustn't. Here we have must negative. I mustn't miss the helicopter. It's a kind of prohibition if you want. Yeah. Es como no puedo perder el helicóptero. Yeah. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, here, oh, wait. Oh, my goodness. Sorry. Yeah. Well, here we have a lot of examples, right? Yeah. So they are not used in formal writing. No, there's something very important about must and have to. The positive forms are very similar in meaning, but the negative forms are completely different. You mustn't forget. That means don't forget it. You have no choice. Yes? But if you don't like him, you don't have to see him again. In this case, it's different. There is no obligation to see him again. No tienes que verlo de nuevo, no es necesario, no hay obligación. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes.
So, mustn't is a prohibition. And don't have to is absence of obligation. No obligation. Yes?
Okay.
Yeah. Here is an example. Okay. In a non-smoking area, you mustn't smoke. No. Smoking is forbidden. Yeah. Yes. But in a smoking area, you don't have to smoke, but you can if you want to. Do you understand the meaning of this?
Yes.
Yes, everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Mustn't.
I mustn't forget that. No, yeah. Here we have, you mustn't. Okay, let's see. We have advice, telling people what you think is a good idea. In that case, we use should. Should for advice or making suggestions, and must for strong advice. Example, you must go for a walk with the dog at least once a day. Yeah. Maybe you should go for a coffee or lunch and see how you feel. Recommendation, advice. You shouldn't leave it on the street. Suggestion. Yes?
Sí.
Okay. I think I've heard people use should in other ways, like he should be here in a minute. That's not advice. Well, it's also possible to use it in a different way. Let's see. Something that is probable, likely or probable. Okay? But it's a different use. Okay. Any questions about this? No questions?
No.
No. Okay. Here you have exercises, right?
Okay.
That you can download, and you have the script, and also you have a key to correct your answers.
Okay.
So you can do all of this by yourselves. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go back to, because the total number of models is about 16, I think, more or less. We're going to see two groups. Wait, we're going to see the other group. Here we are going to work with can, could, and good used for invitations, offer, requests, and permission. Last class we talked about suggestions. We're going to see that. Can and could, this one. Can, could, and would for invitations, offer, requests, and permission. Yeah. Okay. The same, we're going to have this, we're going to see this video.
Wow, it's cold out there. You're home early. Are you all right?
Never better. Hey, you couldn't pass me that plate, could you? Please? Thanks. But the heating at college broke down this morning. So when our accountancy lecturer said, "Ladies and gentlemen, would you like a free afternoon to study at home?" Well, it was an offer we couldn't refuse, really. It was freezing.
Well, I see you've been busy. What is it? Can I have a taste?
Yes, of course you can. Here. What do you think?
Wow. That's really good soup there, big brother. What is it?
It's a country recipe. I found it in one of Gran's old cookery books. But I've made a lot. Why don't you call Amy? You can ask her round for dinner if you like. There's more than enough. I've made bread too, look.
You are one amazing brother.
I know. Now, go and phone.
Amy? Oh, hi, Mrs. Howe. Could I speak to Amy, please? Thank you. Amy, it's Daisy.
Hi, what's up?
Would you like to come to our house for dinner?
Oh, yes, that would be really cool. Thank you. And could you say thanks to your mum for me?
Well, actually, she isn't here. It's Oliver's idea. He's made some wonderful soup and bread.
Nice. I could bring something for dessert if you like. I can make an apple cake. Pardon, Mum? Ah, thanks. It's Chinese New Year, so we've got some special sweets here. My mother says I can take some to your house, so you can try them.
Oh, yes. Chinese New Year. Mum's in Hong Kong this week, writing about the celebrations. She emailed us some photos, but I thought your family's from Cambridge. Do you celebrate Chinese New Year?
Yes, of course. 3 of my grandparents are from Hong Kong, in fact. Though my mother's father is Scottish. My parents and I are British, but we celebrate as a family. Listen, I'd better go and make that cake, or it'll be too late.
Okay. Oh, Mum's calling. See you in an hour.
Great. See you.
Hi, Mum.
Hi. Listen, it's just after midnight here and it's really noisy.
Wow, it sounds amazing.
It is. Plus, I've recorded some
Sorry.
great interviews and got some fantastic photos for the blog. Wow.
You couldn't send some photos to Amy too, could you, Mum? Is that okay? Her family's from Hong Kong. I'm sure she'd love to see it.
Yes, no problem. But don't give me her email address now. I can't hear anything very well. It's too loud.
Okay.
I'll phone you again tomorrow morning, okay?
Okay. Love you.
Love you too.
She's having fun.
Yes. I miss her.
Me too.
Amy, is everything okay?
Yes, fine. My mother says, would you two like to have dinner with us tomorrow? She says we can celebrate Chinese New Year together. And Dad says we can have special food. He'll make it. And we've got fireworks and, you know, if you like.
We'd love to.
Okay, it was a bit broken up because of internet, I suppose, connection. Okay, let's hope for the best. Okay, so here we have the models can, could, and would to offer to do things for people or to invite them to do something. We also use them to make requests or ask permission to do something, okay? Yeah, they are a type of, the definition of modal verbs, they are a type of auxiliary verb we use with other verbs to add more meaning to the verb. That is important to know. Yeah, after modal verbs, we use the infinitive form without to. Modals are not used with the auxiliary verb do. No, the modals are auxiliaries at the same time. Yeah. And to form the negative, we are not after the modal. To ask questions, we put the modal in front of the subject. So it works like verb to be. Hey, you couldn't pass me that plate, could you? Can I have a taste? Okay. No changes in the third person. Sophie can send photos. Okay. We use them for different things. I mean, modals seem quite easy to use. What do we use them for? We use them for lots of different things. And the same modal verb can have several different uses. Today, we're just going to look at offers, invitations, requests, and permission, but there may be other meanings too, okay? Oh, you're giving me permission, thank you. We use would plus like, a lot of offers. Would you like to come to our house for dinner? This is something we practice in one of the classes, one of the last classes, if I'm not wrong. Would you like, at the restaurant, at the barbecue, remember? Would you like some cake? Would you like to celebrate Chinese New Year? For more informal invitations, you can use can plus get. Get means buy in this context, like, can I get you a drink? And we also use would and can for offering to help someone. Would you like some help? Can I help you? Can I give you a hand with that? Yes? Can I give you a hand? In Spanish, it's the same thing. Te puedo dar una mano. That means to help you. We also use modals for asking for something, making a request, or asking permission. Can you do me a favor? That is more informal. Could you say thanks to your mom for me? This could, in this context, is more polite than can. Yeah. I finished my homework. Can I go now? Can is more informal. Could you speak to Amy, please? More polite. What is the answer? Yes, you can. No, you can't. Usually you say yes, sure, yes, of course, certainly. Yeah. We usually avoid a direct no in the negative answer. We would say something like, well, I'm not sure. Tomorrow night's a bit difficult. Actually, she's not here at the moment. Well, that is something that is related to culture more than grammar. So you don't need to listen carefully to see if the answer is yes or no. Absolutely. We don't like saying no in English. Los chilenos, por eso son los ingleses de Latinoamérica. Okay. I used to laugh at that in the past, but now I think there is some truth in that. We also like to use longer structure in more formal situations. Do you think you could do me a favor? Would you mind closing the window, please? Could you tell me how to get to the town center, please? Last class, we saw some of this. If I'm not, I don't know if it was last class, but when we talked about social situations, yes? Well, here they talk about intonation. Yeah, I think it's not the moment to see intonation now. Do you think you could help me with my homework now? It would only take about an hour. Yeah. Again, you have the same, you can do it online there, yeah? Or but you have the correction immediately. Is that okay? The same as in the other link. Any questions, any comments about this?
I want to know what about might or may.
May and might?
Yes, it's kind of form to ask for permission.
Well, may be used for maybe permission, synonym to can, synonym to could. For example, if you say, may I go to the toilet? Typical example.
Yes.
The typical example. May I go to the toilet? That is formal. Could I go to the toilet? Is sort of neutral in terms. It's more polite. It's neutral in terms of formality. Can I go to the toilet? Is informal. Yeah. Here we have the 3 different levels: may, formal, could, neutral, can, informal. So when children, little children at school say, can I go to the toilet, means the teacher normally says, yes, you can, but you may not. Because can is used for different things. It's used for permission, it's used for ability, it's used for everything. Actually, the people that, I don't know, the people that have less education, or that they usually use can all the time. In many cases, okay? So in this sense, may is used for permission. Do you understand it?
Yes, I got it.
Everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, additionally to permission, the word may also may express possibility or probability. Okay? And in this sense, is a synonym of could. For example, they may come tomorrow, I don't know, morning. There is a possibility. They may come tomorrow morning. They could come tomorrow morning. Yes? Do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now, the other word that Martin mentioned, the word might, might. This is a remote probability. When we say remote probability, we refer to less than 50% or around 50%. Yeah? Probability. Probability. Okay? So you say him, if you say they might come tomorrow, en una de esas. Do you understand the difference?
Yeah.
No.
Here you can see, I think that you can appreciate the difference, the importance of these words better or not. They may come tomorrow is different from they might come tomorrow. And the only difference is one word, may and might.
So in this case, may is like probably, and might is well, there's a chance.
Yeah, about, let's say, I would
Okay,
say might
I got it.
yes is around 50%. May could be around 80, more or less. Yes? Do you understand
Yes,
it?
I got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, guys.
50%.
Well, so anyway, next week, I mean, you can study that, and next week you can ask me all the questions, or if you have questions during the week, you can send me an email, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that was one of the things that we're going to include, I mean, that, sorry, will not be included in the test. Yeah, that is, so is done. Well, the other thing that has to do with the other thing we must check today, and that will be included in the test, is the different types of tenses, the different tenses. Do you remember that? We studied present, simple present when we talk about routines, remember that?
Yes.
I think so.
Simple present when we describe jobs and you describe your routines. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Then we talked about actions that are happening now. Please, I don't want you to, my intention is not to confuse you with the technical names of that, but I don't know any other way to identify them. But so, for example, activities at this moment. Yes? Like, let me write an example. Wait a minute. Routines in the first case could be, I work at the university. Yeah, the university. That would be a simple present. The second one could be, we are studying English.
Studying.
Yes, we are studying English now. Yes. Then we saw another tense that is something called present perfect. And then we can say we have worked in this place for 5 years. Yes. Do you understand it? I mean, this is, we said it's an action that started in the past, continues up to the present. Here we could say we have worked in this place for 5 years or since 2016. Yes? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
The present perfect.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Then we talked about simple past. And you talked about your biography. So like, I don't know, I was born in Santiago. They went on holidays last week. Okay, actions that started and finished in the past. And there is another tense that we haven't studied it, I mean, in particular, but it's also important, is the equivalent to the present continuous, but in the past. When you are talking about you're talking about an action, you're telling a story and something about the past. You say, I was studying when they came home. Yeah. I was studying. That was an action that I was doing when they came home. Home only once. Okay. So here we have the simple, the past tense of to be plus ing. Is it the same as at the present continuous, but in the past? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, do you remember we studied that? The last one I think was not particularly studied, but all the others were studied. Is that right? Any questions, any comments about it?
Not really.
No? Anybody?
No.
Okay. Finally, the future tenses. We talked about will, right? Do you remember this? We will.
What? Can you repeat?
The future tenses. An example, we will travel to, I don't know, we will travel to Punta Arenas after the pandemic. It's an intention of doing something, but no plans, nothing, only intention. Different from we are going to travel to Punta Arenas next summer. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? In the second case, we had, wait, sorry, I need to move this. We had something that yeah. In the second case, we are going to travel means that you have bought the tickets, you have accommodation, you have made some plans. In contrast with the first one, that is only the intention. Yes? Any questions, any doubts about all of these tenses?
Not in my case.
No? What about the other people?
No.
No.
No questions, no doubts?
No.
Okay. So now, guys, let me see. How many you are for? Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I will ask you to work in pairs. And I will ask you to invent a conversation. You are free to, use any topic, any place, free to invent. But the only requirement is that you include all of these tenses. Yes? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Okay.
I will open 2 rooms and I will give you some minutes. Let's say, what time is it? Let's say 10 minutes, perhaps. Well, if you need more time,
I think so, but I need sorry, I need a little I don't know how to say it, un torpedo, to know what sentences are that we have to make.
I erased one. You mean an example? The thing I wrote?
Well, it would be great, but I know is in the past we have the present, the past simple, the past.
Yeah.
So I don't remember which.
Yeah,
which kind of past
I will write an example of each one.
Okay.
Yeah. I work at the bank. Didn't you copy what I wrote? I work at the bank. This is simple present. I am working at the bank. Now, this is present continuous. I have worked at the bank for 5 years, is present perfect. I will use the same example for you to see the difference. I worked at the bank last year. I was working at the bank. I was working at the bank when I met you. Yeah. I will work at the bank at some point. I will work at the bank someday. I'm going to work at the bank. I'm going to work at the bank next summer. Yeah, there you have one example of each one. Okay, is that right?
Okay.
Okay, so I will give you about 10 minutes. Let me open the rooms. 2 rooms. Okay, there we have the 2 rooms. Okay, 10 minutes. I will visit you in a couple of minutes for you, okay? To see how you're doing. Here you are. Okay, goody goody. Let's see which group is going to start.
Daniela.
Okay, yeah, we can.
Go ahead.
Well, we did some questions, like like a ping pong questions.
This is a conversation. I mean,
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So I asked Pablo, what did you do last week?
I played football, and you?
I went to Villa Alemana to visit my family.
That's great. Where do you live?
I live in La Florida, in Santiago. And what about you, Pablo? Where do you live?
Okay, I live in Providencia. What will you do next week?
I will go to Cajón del Maipo to celebrate my anniversary. And what about you?
I'm going to travel to the beach with my girlfriend.
Okay. And Pablo, have you studied English lately?
Yes, I have studied. And you?
Yes, I have studied too. I reviewed the recording videos.
Okay.
And what are you drinking now?
I'm drinking water. And you?
I was drinking coffee, but now I'm not drinking nothing.
Okay.
And that's all.
Okay, guys, very good. Very good. Impeccable. Okay, any questions, any doubts that you could identify while preparing the conversation?
No.
No?
No.
Very good.
Okay.
Is it true that you have been studying?
Yes,
Is it true?
it's true.
It's true. Well, if it is true, congratulations. Yes.
The next week
Thank
is
you.
the test.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, guys, very good. Let's see the second group, Martin and Camila.
Okay. Algo le pasó a Martín.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I was my microphone was you know. Well, the context is we're on the streets and I bump into Camila. Okay. Well, hi Camila. Long time no see. What have you been doing?
Oh, yes, so long. Now I am a student, but I was working in a laboratory for 3 years until I decided to do the magister. This semester began and now I am finishing. So what about you?
Well, I was studying at the university, but I missed the restaurant to pay this year. That was that year. Also, I was doing some sport and a lot of things just like that, like now. So I gotta go. But what are you going to do next week? We can take a beer or something.
Well, this weekend I am going to study for a test, but next weekend I will rest. So there we can drink something.
Well, great. So I see you next week. So I'm gonna go.
Okay, see you.
Ta-da.
Okay, good. Even though there was some parts, Martin, there was, I mean, you got frozen and I missed some parts, but it was good. Some things to Camila decided, please.
Decided.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Decided. Yeah.
Okay.
Magister is master in English.
Okay.
Master. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Study, Camila, no study, study. Yeah. And Martin,
sorry.
take a beer, no. Drink a beer or have a beer.
Drink a beer. Drink a beer.
Drink a beer.
You can take a beer. I mean, if you are invited to a dinner, to a picnic or whatever, then you can take some beers to contribute to the, in that case, you take them, but not to drink them. I mean, in this case, it was an invitation to have or to drink a beer. Okay. And Martin, try to speak not so fast.
I listen out.
Try to speak.
Sorry, my nervous.
No, yeah, I know that because I do the same, but try to speak a little bit more slowly, okay? Good, guys.
Okay.
Well, the second part after the break will be practicing for the oral part. And there we're going to divide it in 2 parts. We're going to, I will show you some cards and similar to the ones you're going to use, we're going to use next week, and also a picture, a photograph that you will describe individually. The test will be individually, okay? Mm-hmm. Is that right? Good. Yes. So should we go for a break now? 15 minutes?
Okay.
Okay. See you in 15 minutes then. Okay, good. Okay. Before, so I had forgotten something. Before going on with the oral part, remember some weeks ago, we studied passive voice and we watched video how ice cream is made. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes.
Well, it was the unit where we practice how to describe a process. Yes.
Yes.
So, well, in the final test, you will have to do that. You will have to particularly concentrate it in passive voice. So, before going into the oral part, I would like to review that. And for that, I will ask you to write a cooking recipe. You know what that is? Do you know how to cook?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it can be anything. I mean, a sandwich, a pizza, whatever you want. But the only thing I want, because when you give instructions, you can say, okay, cut some tomato, cut a tomato. No. Tomato is cut. Do you understand it? I want you to use passive voice in your very simple things. I mean, please. A sandwich, pizza would be great. Pisco sour could be also used. Well, any recipe that you can give using passive voice. Yes? Think for a while, write it down, and then we're going to check it. Yes? Camila and Pablo, are you back?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes? Okay. So, some minutes for you to do that.
Excuse,
Yes.
what do we?
You have to, what do you have to do? You have to write a recipe.
Okay.
Recipe, a cooking recipe, whatever. I mean, how to make a sandwich, how to make a pizza, how to make a pisco sour.
Okay.
But the only requirement is that you must use passive voice, the same as when we describe how ice cream is made.
Okay.
Yeah. To describe the process using passive voice. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Good. In the meantime, I will go to. Go ahead, Martin.
Well, my recipe is to make pebre or pico de gallo, which is called in Mexico. The recipe is about pebre.
Oh, how nice. Okay.
Well, I don't know how you do that, but in my house it's like this. First, well, to make this, we need tomato, onions, cilantro, and chili pepper. So first the tomato is cut or chopped in little cubes and put it into a bowl, a salad bowl. And then the same process is done with the onions, but even smaller than tomato. Well, then it's put it in the same bowl that tomato. Next, the cilantro is washed and can be. So finally, the chili pepper. No, well, finally the chili pepper is chopped and mixed. It's chopped and mixed with tomato, onions, and cilantro. To then add salt. I don't know how to say a gusto to taste, I think, and eat all that mixed. And that's it.
Okay, my mouth melted. Yes. Okay. Very good. Let's see. Some things. Be careful with some verbs that are not regular, like the verb put, the verb cut. They are put, cut. It's not cutted. They're not regular. It's the same word. Yeah. And be careful with the pronunciation of some EDs, like chopped. not chopped. Chopped.
Chopped. Sorry, I want to show you something.
Yeah.
Well, this is my computer. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah.
Well, that's my computer.
Yeah.
So I have a little torpedo.
Yeah. And yeah, okay, yeah, I can see that. Very good.
Pronunciations of the it is. So that's a torpedo I have in my computer. So I'm always practicing these things. Just to know I
There
like
were
to
two
share
slips
that.
of tongue. There were only two slips of tongue. One was chopped, the other one is washed.
Washed.
Yeah. Okay, the rest was very good. Right, Martin. Any questions, any comments about it?
No.
Okay, the rest was very good. Good. Who can continue? Daniela, okay. Sorry, Daniela, I thought you were raising your hand. When are you were like this? I saw your hand raising. Okay.
I can continue, no problem.
Okay.
So my recipe is blueberry pie.
Okay.
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 First of all, you have to collect all the ingredients. Butter, eggs, blueberry flour, and condensed milk. Okay. The butter and sugar is mixed. Next, you have to add 1 egg. Flour is combined with all the
ingredients.
The mix, the mix making a dough. A dough. I don't know if is the correct pronunciation.
Yes.
A dough. Okay, making a dough. The dough goes to the oven for about 10 or 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I understand. The pastry.
Yes.
The pastry.
Okay. That is the correct word.
La masa?
The pastry. Yes.
The pastry, yeah. Wait, let me write. I will write it in the chat.
Okay.
The pastry.
The pastry goes to the oven for about 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Then the blueberry were mixed with the condensed milk and 4 yolk. Okay. And finally, you will have to put again at the oven for about 20 minutes more. And that's all.
Okay, your recipe is good, but you didn't use all the opportunities you had. I mean, you used passive voice, but there were others where you could have used it. For example, pastry must or is put in the oven. Not you, because when you say you there, you don't use passive voice actually.
Okay.
You, okay? So there are some of the sentences that could have been changed. It's okay.
Okay.
The rest is good. Yes. Good. Good, Daniela.
Thank
Pablo, let's see, yours.
Okay. In my case, I described the beer process.
Okay, good.
Yeah, the beer is produced on a brewery. First, the cereal grain is green and water is added. It is heated to add bitterness and aroma. Next, the beer is fermented. The resulting liquid requires a maduration period, and then it is packaged. After that, you can enjoy.
Okay. Okay, good. Only some things about pronunciation, but it's correct. Paulo, I don't know how many times I have asked you about your profession. Are you a vet or an agronomist?
Yes. No, a vet.
A vet. I was right. Okay.
But I like a beer.
Yeah, you know the process because yeah, very good, very good.
He loved the beer.
Sorry?
He loved the beer.
Who? You, Camila?
No, Pablo.
He loves beer. Yes. Okay. Let's see some things. Be careful with pronunciation, Pablo. Heated.
Heated. Okay.
Heated, because you said hated, and hated I think is exactly the opposite of what you wanted to say. You don't hate beer.
No.
You love it. Okay, hated is the opposite of love.
Okay.
Okay, so heated. Okay. Packed, the pronunciation. No packet.
Packed.
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 Period. Okay.
Okay.
Period. Okay, good. The process was very well described. Okay. Camila, your turn now.
My recipe is chickpea hummus.
Okay.
Chickpea is garbanzos, right?
Chickpea, yeah. Be careful. Chickpea. That's
First, heated water and pour a cup of chickpea. Pass after.
Please, sorry, again, I didn't get the beginning.
First, heated. No. Heated.
Yeah.
Water. Calentar agua.
Pero ojo, no es que usted caliente agua o caliente agua, es el agua es calentada. Or there's,
okay.
You see, in order to, for the purpose of this exercise. Yeah. So again.
First, heated water and pour a cup of chickpea.
Yeah.
Pass after 45 minutes, and they must be strained. Then added the chickpea at the mini pimer and added lemon juice, avocado, salt, garlic powder, and olive oil, and mix it all.
Okay.
Finally, place it in a container and sprinkle sesame seed, and ready to enjoy.
Okay, very good recipe, Camila, but you use very few cases of passive voice. I would say that at the beginning era que los garbanzos hay que remojarlo, cocerlo en agua caliente, ¿no? Okay.
Yes.
So, chickpeas are cooked or are ¿son cocidos, son hervidos, son qué?
Cocidos.
Cooked? Okay. In boiling water. Yeah?
Okay.
These are cooked in boiling water. Then you said they are strained. That is very good. Is that what you said, no?
Yes.
Perfect. They are strained. Then what is the next step?
And added the chickpea and the mini pimer.
Okay, chickpeas are put in a mini pimer. I don't know. Are what? I don't know. are put in a mini primer or not?
Yes.
Okay. More than are put, they are ground, ¿no? O means molido, ¿no? Eso es una parte técnica que yo no me
Yes.
Okay.
Final.
Let's see, ground or minced. Molidos, minced, I think. Yeah, they are ground or minced. Okay, then the other ingredients are salt, oil.
Oil, avocado, salt, lemon juice.
Yeah, oil, lemon juice, avocado, whatever, garlic, I don't know, are added. Oil, garlic, etc. are added. Yeah. Okay. And then
place it in a container and sprinkle sesame seed.
Okay, so here you say it is put on a what?
On a container.
On a container. It is put on a container and it is sprinkled.
Sesame seed.
It is sprinkled with sesame seeds. What you wrote is not wrong, but it doesn't help with the objective of the exercise, right? Add, agréguele esto, haga esto, y lo que yo quería que me dijeras es, se calienta, se cuece, se lava, se... ¿Me entiendes la diferencia?
Sí.
Okay. Okay, guys. Any questions about it? Any comments about this? In the test, you will have a process that you will have to complete with, I will give you the verbs, but you will have to describe a process and use this. Yes?
In the oral test?
No, in the written test.
Okay.
In the written test, okay? Okay, well, if you have no questions, no comments about it, now we're going to start with the oral part. I will share my screen. In the oral part, first you're going to describe a photo, okay? I will give you a photo, I will show you a photo. And the idea is that you speak about that photo for 1 minute. Say as much as you can. Wait a minute, it's not this one. Oh my goodness. Photos to describe here. Okay. Okay, I will try to move out to the front. Here we have the type of photo you will have to describe in the, okay. Who can start with the description? Tiene tú.
Wait.
What can you see in this photo?
Well, there's a family in a restaurant.
Martin?
And
I can hear you from a distance.
My earphones. Well, the battery. I don't know how to say it. I don't know. Sorry.
Okay, go on. Go on. I will try to hear. Okay.
Well, there's a family, I think, in a restaurant that is eating a lunch. Well, I think the big woman is the mother of the children, and she's eating sushi with a knife and how I say.
Sorry, there I cannot hear you. Your voice disappears.
Well, she's
right there.
She is eating sushi with a fork and a knife.
Okay.
and the rest of the family is eating fries, I think. Well, drinking, I don't know, that's juice, I think. Behind the family, there's another people, maybe Rick Astley, I think. Doing the same. I don't know. That's why what I can do if in the of the scene.
Okay. Okay, right. That's the idea. The idea is to speak as much as you can, right? Okay, saying that there is a family, or yeah, there is, you can see a family, mother, father, and two children, a boy and a girl. They are having lunch or eating lunch, not a lunch. They are eating lunch. They are eating sushi and fries. They are drinking juice. And here you can say more things. For example, you can say that the children look as if they are about 10 years old, more or less. They are in the, yeah, okay. 10 or 11 years old. Parents are young. He looks like, you said something about him, I can't remember.
No, about father, I didn't say that, nothing. Just that it's eating fries.
Okay, yeah, he's eating fries. You can say something, for example, like, I am giving you an example. He must be in his late 30s, early 40s, maybe. He looks like a professional, maybe. And the mom, the same. I mean, they are more or less the same age. She also looks as a professional. This can be a restaurant or can be a casino, maybe. Casino, sorry, Spanglish. A canteen in a company, or well, maybe a restaurant. There are more people at the back. Yeah. Okay, that's the idea. To speak, you can invent whatever, you can interpret whatever you want. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's see. I want to see another picture.
Well, Miss?
No, let's see. No, somebody. Pablo, maybe?
Okay.
Can you see the picture?
I have to go now.
You have to go?
Yes. So, well, I'm.
Well,
bye.
I will continue with the second part. Okay. Bye-bye. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Pablo. Can you go on, please? What can you tell me about this picture?
Okay. I can see a big family. They are in a green area with a fogate.
No, that's a bonfire. Let me.
Bonfire. Okay.
Bonfire.
Behind, I can see a camp. I can see a man on a horse. I can see a grandmother, maybe, can play with her I know, I don't know, nietos.
Grandchildren. Grandchildren.
Grandchildren, okay. I can see a five child. And the child are playing. The men are talking, and the woman are sit and play with grandchildren or his sons, maybe. And behind I can see a lot of tree. And then
okay, right. You said that you think they are in a camp.
Maybe.
But what do you mean by that? On a camping site?
Maybe camping site or
en el campo.
How do you say tarde como paseo durante la tarde?
Pero en el campo?
Yes.
Okay, because two different things. Countryside would be in el campo, in opposition to the city.
Yes, okay.
Countryside. Camping site, it's a camping. Camping. But different from camp, because camp is for militaries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a camp of the, I don't know, the militaries, also maybe Boy Scouts.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
In this case, maybe a camping site.
Yeah. Yeah, because there is a tent there at the back. There is a tent, I think. I can see a tent. Yes. Okay. Okay, Pablo, that's area. Let's see some things. Be careful with some, when you talk about, in singular, you say one child. There is one child, but there are 3 children.
Okay.
It's irregular. You have the plural is not with S, it's another word. Okay, one child, 3 children. Then the same with men, 1 man, but 3 men, no mans. Okay?
Okay.
The same with woman. You say 1 woman, 2 women, and the pronunciation is women. Women. Yes? So the women are sitting. In English, when you talk about some actions, they are supposed to be continuous. So you say, you are estar sentado, no es to be sit, it's to be sitting.
Okay.
The same as the opposite, they are standing, están paradas, están de pie. Se entiende como una acción que es continua.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and they are sitting and playing with their children, not his, or their children or their sons. Their sons.
Okay.
But they, porque son de ellos.
There.
Okay?
Okay.
Oh my goodness, it's very hot here inside. Okay. Is it okay?
Yes. Thanks.
Okay. Good. Let's see now how many people are. Camila is still here?
Yes.
Daniela returned. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see Camila. Wait. Okay. Camila, have a look at this picture and tell me what you can see here.
In this picture, there are 3 men and 2 women.
Mm-hmm.
They are in a meeting.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the woman more younger or younger and pequeña, no, tall, how do you say más pequeña?
Smaller?
Yes, and the woman more smaller, it's it's presenting something.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And and the others are and the other and listening.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yes.
they are listening to the presentation.
Yes.
Yeah. What can you tell me about the room?
The room is very big and how do you say iluminada?
Illuminated.
And illuminated in the next to the door. There is a plant.
Okay.
Very big.
Okay. Okay, Camila, good. But there are some things that you must improve. When you, first of all, when you talk about, you make comparisons, you say younger or smaller. You don't say more younger.
More.
No, you say younger only. Because,
younger.
yeah, you say younger, you can say more, I don't know, more what? More interesting, let's suppose. Okay, if the word is long, like interesting, you have 3 syllables, then you say more. But if the word is short, like young, only 1 syllable, you say younger, but you don't say more younger. Yes?
Oh,
only younger.
Only younger.
That's one thing. But the other thing is when you describe somebody, you don't say the woman more younger. No, the younger woman.
Okay.
The characteristics are before the person in this case. The younger woman. The smaller woman. Okay?
Okay.
Is it okay? Be careful with that. Ah, well, and the same thing. Remember that the plural is 2 women. Not 2 women. 2 women.
Women, think.
Yes? Okay. Right. Okay. Let's see now, Daniela. Let me change the picture. Okay. Let's see this. Let me move this. Can you see the picture, Daniela?
Not yet.
Ah.
Now, yes.
Okay. How can you describe this picture?
Okay. In this picture, I think they are in oh, I forgot the word. How can I say plaza?
Square.
In English? In a square. Okay, they are in a square, in a city square.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people. I think they are waiting something. The kid, he's feeding some, I don't know, the paloma.
Pigeons. Pigeons.
The pigeons. Ah, okay, the pigeons. Yeah, okay, he's feeding some pigeons. And there is a baby at the yeah, and there is a baby close to the pigeons, and he seems happy looking the pigeons eating from the kid.
Okay.
And what else? I think they are in a Latin American country or city, city maybe, because of the people that you can see there. They are like they are like they are like Latin people, I think. And maybe some tourists that they are looking. What else?
What are the people doing, for example, at the back?
Sorry, teacher, because I didn't hear very well. My signal is weak.
I'm asking you about the people that are sitting at the back. What do you think they are doing there? Because there are a lot of people at the back. They are sitting.
Yes. Maybe they are waiting something, a show or just sitting, spending time together.
Yeah, killing time.
Killing time, yes.
Killing time, yeah. Okay. Okay, Daniela, good. Let's see some, sorry, wait. Some comments, it's okay, but there are some verbs that you have to, when you use the verb to wait, is wait for. They are waiting for something, okay?
Okay.
Is wait for. And then the baby is looking at the pigeons. Yeah, those are verbs that always take those prepositions. Is that right?
Okay.
Good. Okie dokie. Well,
in this case, I can say the people walking through square.
The people are walking through. Yes, the people are walking through the square, referring to these people, to the, yes. Yes,
okay.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay, well, this is the kind of picture you will have to describe. Okay, well, let's see now, let's go to the other part that has to do with the, wait, let me see my notes. This is, I mean, you have to talk for 1 minute to describe the photos, I said. Now, to describe the card will be more. You will have to talk for about 3 minutes, okay? I will show, I can't remember what, do you remember the cards I showed you in the midterm test?
Yes.
Yes, what did I ask you? Do you remember?
Oh, in my case, special
I
day.
think
Special day, I think.
Special dates?
Yes.
Yeah. You, Daniela, do you remember?
I think was a place that I visit, and I talk about the zoo.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
But
okay.
yeah.
So
Like
here
that.
we have
Yes.
different, but this is the type of, it will be a card like this one, okay? For example, what are your eating habits? Do you tend to eat healthy food? This type of thing, okay? So, okay, who can do that? Who can talk about that? Who can talk? Hey.
Okay, I can do it.
Okay, Daniela.
Okay, I think I have a good eating habits because I eat breakfast every morning, and I try to include milk or yogurt and cereal and something with proteins, and like could be eggs or cheese. And every day I have to drink my coffee in my breakfast. And what else? And fruits. And in this time of the year, I eat a lot of fruits with my, and like I'm working here in my house at home. We try to have breakfast, all the family together in the morning. So that's really good because before the pandemic, I haven't do that. And now I have a anemic, so I'm trying to eat, for example, a lot of green vegetables and more meat because of the anemic. So that's, I think I'm trying to eat very healthy to every day in different sorry.
Okay, good, Daniela, good. You try to eat healthy food. Yes, that's it, okay? Good. Let's see the second one. I don't know, no, Pablo or Camila, I don't know which one would like to talk about this one.
Okay.
Pablo?
Tell me about the place where you live. Okay. I live in a residential place with a lot of traffic. It's a nice place with nearby green areas. In this place, we have a cycling. No, how about how do you say ciclovías?
Cycling lanes.
Cycle lanes. Okay.
Lanes, yes.
Okay. It's a good neighborhood with good neighbors. It's a good place with it's a good place to live.
Any facilities? Do you have any facilities nearby?
We have a supermarket, restaurant, bars, and we have a station.
Gas station?
No, metro, estación de metro.
Subway station.
Subway station to 2 cuadras.
2 blocks away.
2 blocks away. Yes.
Yes. Okay, Pablo, good. Very good. Nearby. Remember? Nearby. Okay. Let's see, Camila. Camila, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Here you have another. Do you understand the question?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the clothes like a t-shirt and a t-shirt and skirts and how do you say zapatillas? Sorry.
Well, sneakers, trainers.
Sneakers.
Yeah.
Sneakers of the sneaker of the DC shoes.
Okay.
And in winter, I use jeans and bodies with jacket.
Okay.
And and boots.
Okay. Okay, Camila, in this part, I mean, well, actually, we didn't study different names for different types of clothes, so the topic perhaps is not the best one, but the idea is to talk, to practice. I recommend you, wait a minute, I recommend you to go to the same, I recommend to all of you, if you go to your cursos, no, not your cursos, sorry, let me go. It's, I will, the same link I shared with the modal verbs. This is a website of the British Council, the British Embassy, okay, Consejo Británico. And here you have some areas you can practice. You have speaking, you have listening. You will have to write something short, but okay, speaking, for example, here, if you click it, you have, we have problems with internet. Yeah. Okay. The thing is that here you have some things to practice. For example, here, let's see. You listen and then they give you some time for you to repeat what they say. I don't know. We have problems with internet. Okay, for example, buying new shoes. Let's see if it works. I will show you the way it works. Okay?
there. Do you need any help?
Hi, I really like these trainers. How much are they?
Oh, they're £45.
Okay. Do you have them in a 10?
I'll have a look for you.
Thanks.
Oh, what colour would you like?
Black, please.
Okay, just a moment, please. We've got a 10 in white, but not in black.
Do you have a size 11 in black?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to try them?
Yes, please.
Oh, how are they?
I like them, but they're a bit too big.
Do you want to try the white ones in your size?
No thanks. I don't like the white ones too much.
Ah, okay. I'm sorry about that.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Bye now.
Thanks a lot. Bye now.
Okay, now it's your turn. Go.
Hi there. Do you need any help?
You see, the idea is that you can repeat this.
They're £45. I'll have a look for you. Oh, what colour would you like?
Okay? You see, the idea is that you can, let me copy this. The idea is that you can practice and you get familiar with the expressions and with the phrases and the vocabulary. Do you understand the way it works?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, I don't know if you want me to show you, I mean, well, the link is the same of the links of modal verbs. Yes?
Okay.
It's the same link. So there you go to speaking or listening. There was a listening activity that today I couldn't do because we didn't have enough time. But well, that was just for you to practice. That is something that you can do also there. Well, any questions, any comments?
After the test, the next week, we have a class?
No.
Or no?
No.
Huh.
We are going to start with the oral test first, the same as we did last in the midterm. With the oral first, and then with the written one.
Okay, but then the next week, or
no, we finished.
Or finish the course.
The course is over because I have to publish send the marks.
Okay.
I know. Wait a minute. You have. I know. Yeah. It's. But we could do perhaps if you want is to correct the test or something like that.
Sería bueno.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Yes, we can meet and comment the test. Yes, no problem. Yeah, because I have to send the marks until December 3.
Okay.
Yeah, so if it's okay if we do it. Yes. Okay. So it would be on December the 2nd that we would meet to correct the test, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, guys, have a nice week.
Okay.
See you.
Thank you.
See you the next week.
Bye-bye. See you next
Bye
week.
bye.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What? I couldn't hear you, Daniela. Okay.